Surprise what happened at the demolition that our brother Yesom Wike has carried out. You'll be surprised. It will not be small thing happen. No. One of the buildings in Abuja, that they said was having structural issues. That building collapsed by itself. No interference, nothing. Wike now stormed the same of the collapsed building in Abuja and insists that all the structures without approval will go down. When Wike came in, the very first instant, as soon as he steps in, as soon as he had the whole swearing in thing himself and Tinubu. The first thing, one of the very first most thing he did was that immediately, he made sure that he made it known and clear that if you are a senator, you are a minister, you are an ambassador, he does not care. That building, if you have not developed it or it does not have an approval and all that, the building is coming down. So these are some of the things that Wike has begun, in Abuja. One of the very big plaza that everybody knows about, that where everybody is wondering what will happen, because some people feel there is no, truly and sincerely speaking, there was no approval. The building by itself just came down. I'm telling you, you can begin to imagine. The building by itself came down. So these are some of the things that are going on. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Wike storms sites the scene of the collapsed building, in Abuja, insists structures without approval will go down. The Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, was present at the scene of a collapsed building in Gariki 2, Abuja, on Thursday. Daily Post recall that a two-story building housing many businesses center went down around 10 p.m. on Wednesday. Addressing journalists at the incident, the scene on Thursday morning, Wike reiterated his earlier comments that buildings without proper approval within the nation's capital territory will be pulled down. This is what we are saying. Any building without approval will go down. We don't hate anyone. All we are saying is the proper things should be done, he said. This was one of the buildings that many people were having a lot of concerns about after Wike's statement that buildings without proper approval will go down. This was one of the main buildings of concern, and currently now the building just collapsed by itself. Wike was also there, to see what was going on and why this building had to go down. And so a lot of concerns are being raised, with the issue of, and how the approach in Wike is taking some of these matters. So every single person is actually watching, seeing, and Nigerians are looking forward to what will happen Abuja, in the next couple of days. It is what it is. And in case you have never paid attention to some of these things that are going on, this is one of such times, and Nigerians are really, really looking forward to what will be happening next, because we cannot continue with the same thing and expect a different result. Most of the recent cities and places do really have a plan. Take for instance, Abuja plan is drawn after one of the states in in the UK. But guess what? That plan has been distorted. A lot of waters have gone under the bridge. Again, we in Nigeria, who that know somebody that knows somebody, a senator, a House of Rep member, an ambassador, a minister. So a lot of people have come in and using their veto power have done a lot of things that have caused a lot of issues. And currently, right now, we can all see what's going on, and every single person is beginning to wonder and ask themselves very serious questions. What's the next line of action? So when you look at the whole thing, you see that Nigerians were in that space where things must really truly change. So it is what it is. Wake up, my people. It is the dawn of a new day, and we just want Nigeria to be better. Okay, Wike's approach may be brash, and he may be stepping on so many toes. However, some say it's for a good cause, that the place will be well ordered, and a lot of things can be put in place. However, how does this really go? How does this really, settle the issue that is on ground? We need this country to be better. We are tired of the same thing over and over again that has kept us in the claws of where we are currently are today. We want Nigeria to be a better place. People are sincerely tired of the same thing over and over again, that have come to put Nigeria in a very, very, unwelcome position. And everybody truly, sincerely wants a change and looking forward to prospect on how this country can be a better place. If you pay attention to all that is going on in Nigeria, you will understand that things are no longer the same. And then Wike coming in, if when you get a man who is really ready to get the job done, then you know that there will be a lot of opposition. And that's some of the opposition already that Wike is already faced with, because he has come in on a very strong ground, saying this and that and that and that will have to be corrected, will have to be done, and of course you will step on toes. And so we're waiting, anticipating, just patiently watching the scene to see what next will follow, because it is what it is. There are all kinds of matters going on, and every single person is really watching to see what will happen next. This very building, this very plaza, is one of such building that people have been wondering. It's a big one, owned by a big man. You know what we mean in Nigeria when we say big man. Yes. So, and this building now by itself, it just collapsed. So people are really asking themselves, what is going on. Anyway, my lovelies, it is what it is. And if there is any time in the history of the nation where things should be different and things should never remain the same, this is such time. And it's a good day. It's a good time to be alive. And what we will pray is that the courts, they look into all the evidences and see what Nigerians really want, not what they are thinking about, but what Nigerians really want, and begin to, work in such a way that things will be different. And if it is Tinubu, then we need to help, support, and assist him to be a better president. If it's not Tinubu, then he leaves the way. Yes, clearly leaves the way, for others to come in, and for whoever it's really, for who the cap fit, let him wear it. Okay, so this is what is happening right now. This is what is going on. In case you have not seen this, just know that it is what it is, and every single person wants this nation to be better. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. God bless. Bye.